Yo, what's going on, gang? Today I want to cover the Warzone ranked play changes that were made in Season 4. Obviously, right now, ranked play is only Resurgence, but in these patch notes, they talk about bringing it to Battle Royale. That's actually the first thing we're going to cover here off rip. I know a lot of people ask about that. Me personally, I think ranked play on Rebirth, like on Resurgence, is one of the best iterations in modern Call of Duty. I think how it plays on Rebirth Island is unmatched, and to try to bring it over to a map like Urzikstan, especially with how the vehicles are very clunky, the movement's still not quite where it needs to be, it doesn't seem like a very optimal thing for them to do. They keep talking about, oh, we're upping the player count to 120. It's still not fast enough. They upped the player count, but they slowed the rings down. So with that being said, I mean, you look at Verdansk, a map that definitely had 120 players on it. Not only did it have that many players, the ring was substantially faster. Recording start to finish on Verdansk was anywhere from 23 minutes to 24 minutes. Now we're talking 28 to 29 minutes. It's just not realistic. I think what makes Resurgence ranked so good is how many confrontations you get into, death penalties with gunfights. It really shows off who the better gunman actually is, considering how small the map is and how many different opportunities you have going one-to-one or even just you versus squads. Definitely shows. I do think something we need to add in Resurgence that they did not add with this update, for ranked, if you get a squad wipe at like a solo squad wipe, which, you know, it tells you at the top, like your squad wipe counter. If you like kill multiple people for a squad and wipe them, it like gets a hot streak going. You should get bonus SR for wiping said squad by yourself. All right, so right here it says, while our teams are targeting to release ranked play Battle Royale before the end of the year, we are not ready to commit to specific timing just yet. We're using the months ahead to tune the design of our ranked play system to reflect and complement changes since made to the core Battle Royale experience. The reality, what I'm like digesting from this, the reality, there's not much they need to change to the system. There's a lot they need to change to the Battle Royale experience, especially on Urzikstan. I think that's just a safe way of them saying just be patient, like we have work to do. It says, we are committed to maintaining a robust competitive scene on our larger map through the ongoing World Series of Warzone program. This program ensures that players continue to have access to high-stakes opportunities as we prepare for the return of ranked play Battle Royale later this year. Additionally, given the success of ranked play Resurgence, we will continue to dedicate efforts to this mode for upcoming seasons. Our goal is to continue to provide a diverse and fully competitive experience across different modes, all while honing in on future Warzone's competitive landscape. I think it's super smart of them to come through and say we're not going to get rid of Resurgence ranked. I think that is the bread and butter of Call of Duty right now. Adding it to Urzikstan's one thing, but getting rid of it entirely for Resurgence would be just a huge downfall. It says, we understand that the timeline for the return of ranked play Battle Royale may be longer than many had hoped. However, we are incredibly excited for the months ahead while we work on bringing this beloved competitive experience back into players' hands. One thing they mentioned, like I said, 120 players are coming to Warzone. I think they're going to make some pretty drastic changes to Battle Royale before they do this. And also, I think they kind of want to get it dialed in for this year's COD, considering we do have Verdansk coming back. Maybe they get the movement going. I think the beauty of a Battle Royale, like a proper Battle Royale, is having skill gaps. And if you want to entice a player base, I think the best way to entice a player is to put a game in front of them where it's not just handed to them, when it's actually satisfying. Where the game is right now, you're rewarded by camping and playing extremely slow, not getting the job done. It's more fun when you really have to grind with your teammates to really get that win, and we're not in a state like that right now. I think that's the same reason why we used to see on Snapchat all the time people would catch all these dubs. They were so proud of it because it was so hard to do, but they've babied the game down to a point where it's not really a feat catching a dub in these game modes. Some of the changes they've made going into Resurgence Ranked, right here, throughout Season 4, players can earn the following rewards. These are just different rewards. These challenges are super simple. If you play ranked, you will get these rewards. They did make SR changes. I wanted to cover those real quick. So now if you place first, you get 125 SR from 100. I think that is solid. You don't have to be super good to win a Resurgence ranked match. That comes down to game sense. Genuinely, a lot of people don't give Rebirth Island enough credit for how based on high ground the map actually is. So having good map sense, good game awareness will win you games. You don't have to be the best gunman to win on Rebirth Island. Iridescent deployment fees have now been reduced by 5 SR. It doesn't seem like that much, but that really makes a difference, especially with having like a 110 to a 200 SR entry fee per match. It says we've implemented balance adjustments to our SR point system to now greater emphasize on the match victory. We hope that these adjustments incentivize strategic play and teamwork over strictly trying to slack eliminations. Our aim is to foster a fair environment for everybody participating in rank play, aligning with our commitment to uphold competitive integrity. So I think they're going to keep on making SR changes. Again, I kind of mentioned one at the beginning, something maybe they should do. Some quality of life changes that have happened. Third-person parachutes have been added. I think that is a solid move by Call of Duty to do that. Squad widgets, you now know how many plates, gas mask kill streaks your squad mates might have. That's solid, because if they're fighting there in the mix, they might forget they have a UAV, they might forget they have a precision that can get them out of the mix, or maybe you need it and everyone else is not paying attention that you are out here fighting for your life, and you can say, hey, pop your precision, pop your mortar. So that's massive. We got squad widget info back. Contract timer, the contract widget will now display a visual timer bar including the remaining time on the contract. That's solid as well. Gang, listen, these are changes for rank play in Warzone Season 4. If you're new to the channel, enjoy the content, man, hit that sub button, crush that like button. Any questions, hit me down below. Catch you tomorrow for another heater. Let's get it.